Hi, my name is Ankur Shah. I was most recently a CFO of Careem. It's a ride-hailing startup in the Middle East. And previously, sort of a non-traditional CFO. My background is really in architecture, and I've had operating roles in the construction management industry as well as in water purification, which has been an interesting way to start a career. Also spent some time at McKinsey and about 6 or 7 years in venture capital before coming to Careem. There could be multiple characteristics that contribute to a good CFO. Given the nature of the partnership with the management team and the CEO, trust is, of course, one of the most important ones. And it's very important for the CEO to have complete trust in the CFO. That is a function of comfort and length of time that you know the person, and if that is if that is not available, then reference checks, transparency, self-awareness, alignment around judgments on business, on people, and of course it's something that gets built over time, and so it's also something that you ought to evaluate as you continue to build a relationship with the person. Now, in addition to this, of course, there's some other characteristics with respect to problem solving, with respect to analytics and detail orientation. But I think equally, if not more importantly, emotional intelligence and the ability to build relationships and partner with internal and external stakeholders is very, very important, particularly as the role evolves, as your CFO may not necessarily need to be a technical expert in the areas in which the functions are being built. And of course, I'm biased because I wasn't, but you really need someone who's a leader and able to be a true partner to both yourself as well as the company and its stakeholders, more necessarily than a technical expert. So the question of whether the company outgrows any particular person in a role is, of course, difficult to tell early on. Some of the signs that may be obvious is whether that person has been able to grow in similar roles and at similar scales before in their career, but that may not always be a good indicator or available, although it's important to test whether a person has gone through similar experiences. Now, again, if we solve for the partnership, then the question is really whether the partnership survives the growth and the scale of the company, and that depends on both people. And so to the extent that you as a CEO feel that the partnership is still productive and you value the advice of the person, then you can hire around that person to address any other gaps in technical skill set, for example. And one area that might be useful to test whether the CFO is able to continue growing in that role is whether they've been able to hire people that are in fact better than them to support them on their teams and retain that talent as the company grows over time, as well as articulate a vision for that function or sub-function that scales as the company scales, rather than processes breaking down as the company scales.